Hello, party people.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to our channel.
I don't think we have much of an introduction since we're just kind of carrying on with Jeffrey Sokol here.
Part 2.
Part 2. So yeah, we've been a little busy this weekend.
And Happy Easter
Happy
for
Easter.
all those that celebrated or are still celebrating, because I guess Monday is Easter Monday.
I don't fucking
don't
know, honestly. But I will say one thing. I decided to not be completely technologically inept. And I think I've taken away the black bars here from the sidelines. You see that? So I think, yeah, I appreciate people watching the videos despite it being so shittily done. So
yeah, thanks for staying tuned to our channel. Staying in tune, whatever you want to call it.
So let's keep going. Again,
we'll probably have this will be part 2, and then we'll probably have a part 3.
Something like that. Thanks to Joy's TCAP channel again for this. Okay.
Let's begin.
That was not a threat to her. That was not planning on having sex.
Not planning on having sex. What if you just happen to meet a girl that is like, you know what, for whatever reason, she's only 12 or 13, but man, she's a pistol, and she's all over you. What are you gonna do? Push her away?
Yeah, if I knew I could go to jail.
Oh God.
I like that. She's a pistol. Yeah, so I guess just to recap, we got Detective Kelly here, and he's actually like fucking Jeff pretty good. He's making him kind of trip up on his excuses and shit. Like he's really staying vigilant. I think he's doing a pretty good job here.
He is, yeah.
D. Kelly.
You would.
Oh, yeah.
So why did you bring the Cialis?
You know what? That was in my car.
I don't care where it was. It was in your pocket. That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to the car.
They said, what's in here? Just I believe it said like CVS, either ibuprofen or something like that. You're like, yeah, that's all it is. And then we researched it. It's just
Right.
Oh, so he did have fucking erection pills.
What is that? The CVS or whatever he said?
Cialis? Yeah, Cialis.
Cialis?
It's like whatever. What's the other one?
Trojan? No.
Is that how you spell it? Cialis is a brand of erectile dysfunction. So okay, well, so maybe he did take a Cialis.
I love how he just said Trojan, and that's like a
Trojan
condom
is
brand.
not it. I don't remember what the other one's called. So what I'm referring to is when they're sitting at the table, right? And he takes that pill before the meal. He says that it's not Cialis, but now D. Kelly's saying that he does have Cialis on him. It doesn't mean that other pill couldn't have been another pill, but it does kind of go to the point that
vibe.
that's kind of funny. Like if he took that would mean that he had like a boner when he was getting interrogated.
Ew.
And when he was like getting like searched and shit, he just
Ew.
had a fucking hard on.
That is cringe. That is cringe.
You're not telling the truth.
I just got handcuffed. I don't even remember answering you, to be honest with you.
But no big deal. But it's not like you had some other medicine like going to pick it out of the top of my head that's like completely unrelated to any kind of sexual interlude. This is like right up that alley, right? It's correct.
It's
So
something.
the chat, the drive, the Cialis,
Yeah.
the fact that for some reason you think that this is like some innocent meeting between a mature 12-year-old and you.
I carry the Cialis around. I just do.
So I guess he's kind of like laying out a framework for guilt, and I know that Jeffrey's gonna say, "Oh, it's all speculation," but he's like the Cialis, the drive, the talk, her being home alone, the hug, the texts, all that shit. He's like, all of it really points towards sex and nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, he set himself up for it, right?
He set himself up for it. And I'm curious to see how Jeffrey's gonna weasel his way out of him.
Yeah.
Also, for viewer discretion, we're drinking a Coke and a Pepsi side by side here to taste the difference, and we're finding that the Coke is
significantly better.
It's not significantly better.
Well, it is to me.
It's like 13% better, but it's noticeably better.
It's more flavorful and
more
fizzy
flavorful.
in my opinion, and even the smell, because before we tasted it, we took a little sniff, And the Coke is significantly better smelling, in my opinion, at least.
Pepsi has a kind of a bad aftertaste, I find.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck is even in these things, but Coke wins today.
We're also drinking European.
It's a little bit different over here, but it's
The foundation, I guess, is the same.
We'll try when we get back to Canada. We'll see.
Yeah.
What if Pepsi's better in Canada? Who knows?
Maybe.
And, I still have to in my car, and I just didn't want to leave it in the
Doesn't it
car.
belong in a prescription bottle?
No,
It doesn't?
no, it's smaller. You can carry it other pills too, but I put in there.
You don't see a problem in any of this, to be honest with
I didn't say that.
you. Well, so you see a problem with it.
I see a potential problem.
Do you have like
Why?
nieces, nephews, whoever in your life, in your family?
Yep.
I don't know their ages, but maybe some are around her age.
Such a lack of remorse.
Yeah.
Saying like, oh, I see a potential
Potential
problem,
problem,
like, but not actually admitting to it really looking and it sounding like
It is. I mean, he went to prison, so clearly the law agrees that it's a problem. You know what I mean? If he got off on it, then you could say, you could debate it, but he didn't, which means that they,
came to the conclusion
reasonable
that he was
doubt, yeah.
guilty. Yeah.
Honestly, Detective, I did not think of breaking the law to come meet a girl. I honestly didn't. If you read the whole text, read everything, you can see how scared I was to meet her.
But none of that matters because he did meet her, right? He did come. So he's like, look, like I clearly didn't want, like I was clearly afraid to come, but like, who cares if you came? You know,
It doesn't take away from the fact that he still got in his car,
he still came.
brought the pizza.
Like I would say this
Like-
argument would be valid if he didn't come and they just booked him on the text. Then I guess you could say, well, look, like I was afraid to come, I didn't come, right? But he did come, so like that argument just kind of goes out the window.
How afraid
right?
was he really?
Not afraid enough.
Just
Listen,
just the whole scared of the whole situation. But
you're scared of her for basically one reason, and the reason is that your clear intention was to have sex with her. Because if it truly was just to meet somebody, you wouldn't even be nervous about it. You'd be like, screw it. I have no interest in having sex with this girl.
It's a situation.
Chatting, I my right hand to God, and I'll swear to the parents, they could be home for that matter. I'd love to meet them too, and my intentions are pure. Your intentions are not pure. That's why you had the reservations you had, right?
Very good, like very well put.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's kind of like, I don't think Jeff like has given him much so far. Like he doesn't admit to anything really, but he does kind of make him at least see that it's like bullshit what he's saying. He's also kind of showing him that like they have quite a bit of evidence against him here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're gonna get fucked,
A
dude.
good handful, yeah.
it was a new situation too, and never done it before. So yeah.
But you're 44,
I
she's
also know
12,
that
13.
there's all these laws about
Thank God there are, right?
about minors.
What if there weren't?
Listen, I know what I'm capable
Right.
of, okay? And I know you think that I'm bullshitting you.
No, you're trying to like, kind of massage the corners, but do I think you're realizing and being honest with yourself and with me about what you did? No, I don't actually. But I mean, you're talking about it, and I appreciate that, but you're not. If you truly looked in the mirror and thought about what's going on or what you did tonight,
That's because I don't feel like I did anything wrong.
well, if you want to keep it in the straight and narrow and say, all I did was come here and bring her a pizza. Yeah, I mean, any uncle, any neighbor, any guy can certainly do it, any softball coach,
Right.
whatever, as long as it's kind of like, the parents know there's nothing creepy going on. Yeah, in and of itself, is that fine? Sure. But if that softball coach or whoever it may be is texting all kinds of things about sex with a girl and her pussy and blah, 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 and send me a pic and everything else, and you're only 13, and I'm 44, and then you research the statutes, and you drive 2 hours on a Saturday night, and you bring Cialis with you, and there's a reference to a marriage contract, because that'll somehow make it legal. It's fucked up.
Oh, he just laid it out for him.
It's
like,
a funny way to sign that off. It's like,
yeah,
it's fucked
that's
up.
fucked up, man.
But it is
like,
fucked up. And he's right. Like, softball coach, whatever, all that shit he said. He's right. Like, in some context, this would be okay. I.e., uncle's coming over to bring her a pizza while she's home alone. That's
Yeah.
okay. Guy she doesn't know that she met online
And drove how far again?
and drove 2.5 hours
Yeah.
after talking about having sex with her is not the same thing.
That's quite creepy when you
And he's
look
trying to
at it.
minimize the whole situation and delete context. Like, he's trying to shave away the context of the situation and just say, I was just coming over to hang out. And I get what he's saying, and it actually seems like he might be too stupid to really understand. Or he's, like, refusing to understand. But he keeps saying, only I know what I'm capable of, and I didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
And he's right. Like, nothing actually happened. Like, he didn't actually have sex with a minor. Because there was no minor, right? And he didn't text the minor. And it was all make-believe and pretend. So I get what he's saying.
But it could have happened.
But it could have happened. And if it was real, it would have happened.
And
that's,
he set himself up for it to
Right.
potentially happen. So it does end up being quite problematic when you look
no,
at it.
of course. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't understand. And D. Kelly told him this when we were doing the part 1 too. He's like, what are we supposed to wait for you to, like, get her naked in bed? Like, you know, what are you supposed to put this girl through to, like, catch you doing it? You know, like,
Yeah.
and, like, it's a preemptive, like, measure, right? Like, it's not supposed to be, like, why would you let the crime actually happen? Like, you
And
found
then to
someone
be
that
like, oh, you did that.
he
like,
did almost everything except for the act,
Yeah,
which means
exactly.
that he would have done the act too. Like, it's clear, you know.
And
like-
of course, they're taking preventative measures when it's a
Right.
very dangerous and risky situation. I mean, imagine they let that go through, right?
Exactly.
Like, imagine the person that is
You just need to
experiencing
let her get raped?
this.
Like,
yeah,
why would you do that?
exactly. Like, that's fucked up, so.
And also, like, it's like, what if I take a pistol and I load it and I go to someone's house and I break in the middle of the night, right? I feel like you could book someone for, you know, like, attempted murder, right? Especially
Yeah.
if I also, like, text them saying I'm coming over to kill you and I come over with a gun. It's like,
And then it's like, oh, but I didn't actually do it. But you
like-
did everything leading up
but it's
to
like,
it to
you
actually
know, like,
do it, right? So.
he's such a fucking jackass. He's just trying to, like, he's like, I didn't actually, like, he's such a child.
He's
like,
a weasel. He's
a
little
weasel, man. That's what children do too. Like, they can't understand. They just try to get away with these little things, but they don't understand that, like, we're adults and we know we know more than they do, you know, and we
Yes.
can, like, see through their bullshit.
Exactly.
He's doing the same thing. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, this is like a little child here that doesn't understand that I have logic and, like, you know, so fucked.
Yeah,
That's what D.
exactly.
Kelly's seeing here too. He's like, how doesn't this guy understand, like, what I'm saying? Is he fucked? Like, is he mental? Like,
Honestly, like, be honest with yourself. You don't have, you can try to bullshit me all day long, it doesn't really matter to me. Most of the people I talk to aren't exactly honest.
and it's good. He actually does have a demeanor of a guy that doesn't really give a shit about, you know, like, he's clearly not getting pissed off, so he clearly has a lot of experience with dickheads like fucking
Oh, yeah.
Sokol.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you ever want to get well and maybe get past this point in your life, to not be back here sometime in the future, or somewhere else for that matter, in a bad place,
I agree, it's not something that
like
I
seriously.
should be doing, and I said that.
Yeah,
I said
that's a problem. If your first you kind of thought about this was probably the correct one. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is wrong. I shouldn't need to research a statute to see if I'm able to hang out with a 13-year-old girl and talk about having sex with her. We're not talking like senior in high school or something. We're not in 6th, 7th grade, right?
It's not gonna
You're
happen.
40.
It's not gonna
Not tonight. You just said before. You if things worked out and you ended up having relations, you wanted to know kind of like
What do you
it
do?
would be legal.
Yeah,
And if you told me,
Yeah, I wouldn't do it unless it was legal.
And he's got a really good point there too. You know, she was like 16, 17. That's still fucked up, but 17 is like a far cry from 13. You know, like
Yeah.
like grade 7 and grade 12
Yeah.
are
Very big difference.
these are like completely different fucking age ranges. You know, but yeah, he just keeps saying I wouldn't do it unless it's legal. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is illegal, so why
Yeah.
wouldn't you do that too? Like,
Exactly.
Also, who the fuck? Like, are you telling me this guy really is trying to tell us that he would just sit there and eat pizza with her?
Yeah, fucking right. Like,
No fucking way. And that's what he was saying too. What if she was a pistol and, like, she was like crawling all over you? It's like, obviously you would do it, man. Like, you're a fucking asshole.
Wouldn't do it. So the Cialis is just, keep it just in case.
And yeah, like, you brought Cialis with him. He's like, always have Cialis. Like, no,
Yeah,
you don't
okay.
always have Cialis, man. Like, what?
We're driving 2 hours to meet a 12-year-old, so I'm sure she's got a wonderful conversation, and she's really interesting to chat to. You have a college degree. Where do you work?
If I was planning on having sex, it would have taken the Cialis at home and just left it there.
For all I know, you took one already.
It's a good point. What if you did take one? I don't know. It's like, what if take one at home? What if took one in the car and we don't know about it? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know how long it takes to kick in. But it can take up to 2 hours for its full effects to kick in. Fragrance to work within 30 minutes. Its maximum effect generally appears after 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. I know there's that joke, if it lasts for 4 hours, you gotta call the fucking... Usually takes up to about 30 minutes to take effect with sexual stimulation, and it affects lasts for 36 hours. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
I don't really understand how this works. Like, do you have a boner the whole time, or does it just help you get a boner? I don't know.
Good question. Never experienced that myself.
I
So
have no idea how the fuck this works. But, anyways, that's just fucking splinter. What he's saying here is just fucking, like, I don't know what the fuck the point of what he's saying is. I would have taken it at home. You could have taken it, we don't know. You could have taken it in the car. Clearly lasts 2 hours, so I don't... Like, I'm pretty sure they would hang out for about 2 hours before having sex anyways. What, is he gonna, like, fuck her right away? Like, you brought pizza and shit. Like, you want to have sex with a full belly of greasy pizza.
True.
You
How
took
to
one home,
digest
and you
that.
brought another in case it was a phenomenal night, right? Or for tomorrow, if you slept over.
I told you I had it in my car, very lying when I had my date girls and stuff, so I had issues with that, so.
How about, like, I know you're doing the texting thing, were there any, younger girl kind of adolescent pornography, either at your house or in your car or anything? Images, computer images, phone images?
Look at my phone now.
See, I don't know why he would do this. I don't know why he would hand his phone over. Like, I would never hand my phone over to the police to look at it. Why the fuck would you ever give your phone to the police? That's crazy to me.
I guess in his eyes, maybe that makes him look less guilty.
Like, he's like, I don't have any porn on here, so they're not going to find anything. But, like, what if he just, I don't know, I would never give the, like... I remember a fucking border guard one time looked through my phone when I was entering America. I don't know what the fuck his deal was. But they took me and my dad into the room and they fucking looked through our phones.
God.
Yeah, such fucking dickheads. Obviously fucking found nothing, but, like, that time, because I was like, yo, this is the border, you know, this kind of serious shit here. So, like, I was kind of afraid, but I would never give it to one of these fucking guys. Like,
Damn.
I wonder, I wonder if this is, I guess it's legal since he gave it to him freely, so, yeah.
Did you send her pictures?
Yeah, yeah, me.
Such as you, like what? Dick pics?
No.
Naked
Dick
chest?
pics.
What?
Naked chest.
Did you say dick pics?
This is
D. Kelly said dick pics.
Oh.
a her or is it just you?
No, I was just like pictures that are on my phone. Sent her a random picture today, just like took a picture of myself with my phone shirt.
With your what, brother shirt?
Yeah. At the bottom.
Who's the girl September 16th? Friend of yours? Girlfriend? Whatever?
Yeah, it's just somebody that I was chatting with that sent me.
Look at the smile. I can tell he's smiling even through
fucking
the...
shithead.
He's so proud of that. Like,
Just girlfriend? Whatever?
he's so proud of it. Oh, I was talking to a chick in September. Fuck you.
It's just somebody that I was chatting with.
You're fucking 44, bro. Like, you're not supposed to be proud of... Oh, I was just
No.
talking to this chick. Like, what are you, in fucking high school, man? Come on.
Sent me pictures on the same site.
Did she send you any pictures of this girl?
Cool.
The girl from today?
No. Oh, yeah, she is.
He he asked for one in a bikini and shit, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or she sent the one in a bikini
I think
or something
so.
like that?
I think something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
then he's like, oh, no. Yeah, because you asked her to fucking take one with 4 fingers up and shit and all this garbage.
Yeah, to show that she's real.
Get out of here, man. He was asking for, like, custom pictures, like, someone with yourself holding up 4 fingers. That way I know it's only you. Because he was like, I want to, like, authenticate that it's a real picture instead of, like, something from your gallery.
So annoying.
Or something from the internet. So, yeah, she sent the photos. To prove she's real.
Naked,
Even though she's not.
not naked.
Never asked for anything.
This is in your underwear, which is fine, but is that going, it's not going to hurt?
That one was should have sent that to the girl I was dating. That was 41.
The girl I was dating, comma, that was 41.
Just putting it out there.
Just to make sure.
That was a joke.
It's like him trying to save himself.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I find it so strange. He's just scrolling through his phone, looking at his photos. Like, I would hate this, man.
This dog yours?
Mm-hmm.
This kid.
Oh yeah, he's got a dog too. I think he put him in the kennel or something. So that dog's just like
Poor dog.
waiting for fucking
Poor-
nothing. Like,
Waiting for his, yeah, stupid owner.
I'm surprised they didn't bring the dog. Wouldn't you bring the dog on an occasion like this?
But if you took yourself out of it a little bit,
Like, I understand
Where
if,
would the dog be?
in the house. I mean,
With him and the girl?
yeah, why not? It's a dog.
Do people do that?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like, he didn't even mention. Like, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even mention it. Like, if she was like, "Don't bring the dog," then obviously don't bring the dog. But I feel like you should take the dog. Why wouldn't you?
Fuck the dog right now.
Yeah, fuck the dog.
you know, I mean, I'm sure you can understand why not only it's illegal, but it's just like flat wrong that anybody our age would be doing something like this. I mean, you look at it as puzzle book, like it's not a big deal.
No,
And I don't even know you, but I feel bad that I'm not comprehending it.
Yeah,
It's
seriously.
like so wrong, it's not even,
See the smile on
you
his
can't even
face?
discuss it.
Looks like a fucking asshole.
And if you actually think it's okay,
no, it's not wrong.
that's or even kind of okay or situationally okay, it's like you need serious help, honestly. You really do. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
just fucked
Fair
up.
point.
You're not saying that it's okay.
D. Kelly, man. I don't know. I know that when we watch those these like interrogations, like CJ's psychology and all that shit. Is that what it's called? Whatever. Those like you
Yeah.
know, psychology videos about the shit. I know they always say you're supposed to like start nice and then you just nail him or something. I think that's when like someone's like a suspected criminal. You don't start like aggressive right away, right? Where
Yeah.
like but
You build like a trust there
Rapport, right?
first.
Is that what they said?
Rapport, yeah.
maybe in this situation, since like they already have amount of evidence, they really just want Sokol to just admit it and not waste the court's time. He's kind of just like fighting with him the whole time. Like it's been confrontational from the start. Like D. Kelly hasn't been nice to him for a second of this. He's just essentially treating him like a piece of garbage because he is,
Yep.
and just being like, dude, like just fucking admit it. Like everything's against you. Just fucking admit it. And he's just not. He's not admitting it. He's just being a dick.
Never said that. I was saying
Well, what is
that
it?
my intentions were
Well, pure?
my intentions were never to violate her, other than being in her presence. And that's something that, like, obviously it's like a back and forth that you guys will never know. Because you're not inside my head.
No, I know, but I'm going by the only way I know you is I'm going through the chat,
No,
your
I
actions today, what you said. Like,
Is he playing a video? Or is that on his end? What the fuck is that?
what am I supposed to go
Yeah.
by? Something else? You know what I mean? Like, well, how can you judge me other than what we're talking about right now?
like, I thought,
You
like,
don't know me either, right?
And D. Kelly's right about that. He's like, I can only judge you by the crime here because that's what we're looking at, and that's correct. Like, you know, you shouldn't take other things into consideration. Like, oh, I'm a good person usually, or like whatever. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you committed the crime right now, so nothing else matters, right?
No,
Like,
exactly.
this is the point. You don't work up points to like cash in for crimes. You just
But
never
I'm
commit
usually
crime.
good.
I'm
so
usually
that should
good, yeah.
count.
So I got credit, like crime credits. You know, like, it doesn't work like that.
How do you, when you,
What? I have no idea what this is. Some kind of a
how do you,
video, I guess. How do I what?
so when you catch these, whatever you want to call them, sex, you know, you catch these people meeting with young.
I think he didn't want to say sex offender,
yeah.
or a predator because he doesn't want to group himself there. So
Yeah.
he's like these
These
sex
people.
whatever.
But he already kind of did.
But he did though.
Yeah.
He did anyways because we clearly know what he wanted to say. It's
Yeah.
all right. I was like,
With minors.
Yeah. Like we go to you.
Right. So you know, you got me in the house and everything, and I just like I had no idea what was going on. You always do it like that.
Always? No, there's all kinds of ways. Things like this come to light. There's times when something like this happens, and there's times when a parent calls because I just called my 15-year-old daughter or whatever, texting some guy who says he's 30, come to find out he's 44 or whatever. And, you know, they want to get arrested for statutory rape. And,
See, I thought it was against the law to have sex, to actually have sex, and then like, let's say I had sex tonight, and then somebody found out that I was with her, and you know, they did some sort of.
Why would we want to wait until that happens?
yes.
That's exactly what we were
That's
talking
exactly
about
the
earlier.
point. Like, why?
He's like, oh, but I thought it was just sex, okay. But why would you put somebody through that,
Such a dick.
all
man.
through that, to be like, okay,
He's
you're
acting like they
guilty.
plucked him off the street randomly, and we're
And
like,
put him in that house.
you seem like the
and-
kind of guy that would molest a child, so we're gonna imprison you. You know, it's like I guess you have a chance, like a 1 in 100 chance, if you pull a random guy off the street that he
Might do that, yeah.
might want to do it, but like that's not
Come
the
on.
point. The point is that like there's so much proof that he was gonna have sex with her. Like
Exactly.
I don't know how the fuck he like. Oh my god, man, such a
Stupid idiot,
fucking
man.
imbecile, man.
It's kind of like saying, well, wait till the guy that robs the bank before you move in. No, if
Exactly.
there's
Yeah.
probable cause to believe that these guys are about to rob a bank, why not put the freaking tellers' lives and
Exactly.
people in?
This is why you can't text people saying I'm gonna fucking kill you, right? Because people are like,
Okay.
I don't want to
like,
risk getting killed, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna, call the police.
What,
Like,
are you gonna wait till they get
Yeah.
killed and then you're gonna come
if you text someone saying I'm coming over, I'm gonna cut your fucking head off with a kitchen knife, you know?
Whoa.
You can go to
That's very specific, Jeff.
that person can just send that to that person can just send it to the police and say, hey, I'm afraid of this
Yeah,
person cutting my head
I'm
off, you know?
being
Like,
threatened, yeah.
and you would go to prison for fucking making threats and what, like.
In jeopardy, or
The
in
police,
this case,
like Jeff thinks that you get that text message and you text the police and the police says, "Okay, call us when your head's been cut
Yeah,
off." Like
exactly.
your
Let us
decapitated
know when it
head can
happens,
call.
like-
What? What a fucking imbecile. man.
Imbecile.
the girl in the kitchen with a hat on, I'm gonna let you grope her and feel her up and take your clothes off.
Oh
So
my
that what, I
god.
have a stronger case?
Hey,
Fuck that.
This is-
Oh yeah, literally fuck that
I
though.
really like this. Fuck that.
Let you grope her, and in this case, the girl in the kitchen with a hat on, I'm gonna let you grope her and feel her up and take your clothes off. So that what, I have a stronger case? Fuck that.
this is, you know,
I think that I don't know why it's so funny. It's funny for two things. One, it's just funny the shit he's saying. Take your clothes off and grope. It's just jokes in itself. But it's also funny that he's just saying it to his face, you know? It's so like rude in any other context that you would just like say that to someone. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not gonna let you go fucking like grope that girl and like take advantage of her and
that.
shit, you know? Like if you were to say this sort of shit to someone without the context, it'd be like, why are you demeaning me to this point, like treating me like this, you know? But in this context, it's absolutely accurate.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
What was that
Feel
again?
her up, the girl in the kitchen with a hat on, I'm gonna let you grope her and feel her up and take your clothes off. So that what, I have a stronger case? Fuck that. They happen.
This is, you know,
And he's smiling right now because he thinks it's funny. Because it is funny, but it's not funny for him. It's funny for me. And you.
Yeah.
the problem with society, you know.
What's the problem?
That law enforcement.
Wait, is this serious? Is he going into society rant?
You know,
They happen.
this is, you know, the problem with society, you know.
What's the problem?
That law enforcement looks at, well, all kinds of people just think that men are pigs and all they want is sex.
But you are.
That's what you're making out. That's what you're making it out to be.
I know what he's talking about. And this is not an accurate.
Depiction of what he was.
This is
talking
not
about
this.
At all.
This is not that. Like, I know exactly what he's talking about. Like, okay.
It's not like you're at the grocery
You're
store.
not at the grocery store.
And
Yeah.
someone says hello to you and walks by. Like, it's not.
This is not the same. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
That's what he's
showed
referring to.
up to her house.
That's
bro,
what he's
with
referring to
pizza.
when you approach a girl and you know they immediately think that you want sex from them. Like that's what he's talking about. But yes, as you're saying, you came over with pizza. You talked about having sex with her. You talked about marrying her.
You took.
She's
a
alone
pill.
at home. You took a pill, and she's way fucking younger than you. Like a man and a woman can hang out alone at home. If the context is that they're friends, if the context is that you talked about having sex with her, then the expectation is that you're gonna have
Of course, it's
attempt to have sex. Like what? Like I this is so misplaced what he's saying. It's so not this at all.
Is
Like
he that incompetent to not put two and two together to be like, okay, I see where I went
Remorseless.
wrong. I see why you guys are bringing me in and interrogating me. Like, he's thinking that he was just, like you said, brought off the street to be interrogated for doing
just a
absolutely
random
nothing.
innocent bloke off the street. Like
Literal
nah, man.
imbecile. Like,
You're basically saying that it's not humanly possible for me to hang out with this.
No one said it's not humanly possible, but no human would assume that you're
You
not
just
gonna have
came
sex
over
with
to
him.
eat
No
pizza,
human
like-
can assume that based on what happened. Like what? He's like, it's not possible. Of course it's possible, you dick. Like why?
Girl and not have sex with her tonight.
If I'm in your house after texting you saying that I'm gonna kill you with a loaded gun, is it possible that I don't? It's possible that I don't.
yeah.
Would
But
you
it's also
call the
possible
police
that
though?
You would.
It's more possible that I
course
would.
it
Would you
is.
call the police though, or would you take the risk because it hasn't happened yet? Like this guy thinks that there's a rewind button in real life. Oh, if he rapes me, I'll just rewind it. Like what? It already happened. What are you talking
Exactly.
about? Like oh, we'll just wait and see. Like no, we won't. Man.
Yeah.
I didn't say it's not humanly possible. It's certainly possible that you could have drove down here after you had this sexually kind of charged discussion, and maybe you're respectful, maybe you're like not some really aggressive guy, and she says, "Oh, I'm not feeling it tonight." And you're like, "Okay, now I'm gonna come back another time." But really, your intention was Cialis, a lot of this discussion, marriage contract to make it legal. Why don't I wait till, how am I gonna take this on? Do this for? I'm gonna do this for months and months and months? So,
Right, we're just gonna wait for him every week when he comes over, like weekend after weekend until
Until
he
he
gets
fucking does
naked. Like
something,
what the
hello.
fuck?
Who has the time for that shit?
Also, he was even saying in the fucking chat log, if you remember, like, oh, you can hop on a train and like come down to Boston. I'll take you around and shit. It's like, what do you like? What a bunch of cops are gonna get on the train with her and fucking
Yeah.
go to Boston and wait and see? Like, what are you talking about, man? Like,
one night, God forbid, you like actually attack this girl, and nobody's there to protect her. No, you're making it sound like you talking about, you know, shared love of music or something else. Certain philosophy, type of law stuff. Yeah, you're also talking about sex with a 13-year-old girl. It's fucked up.
Sex is a part of life. People talk about sex.
Yeah.
oh my god,
I can't
dude.
believe you just said that.
Oh my
I can't
God,
believe
dude.
Nobody said that that's a not normal.
This is like the Lauren
like,
Armstrong thing when he's like, children can fall in love too. Like, yeah, but not with fucking.
And it's not the
40-year-old
fucking same.
man,
How
bro,
are you
like-
supposed to know what love is when you're a child? Like, okay, you love your mom and your dad and your siblings, but or whatever, but you can't love somebody the way that you're, you know.
No,
People
man,
love each
like.
other when they're older. Like, what do you know at that age?
And yeah, you have like sex ed in school, right? But like a female teacher teaches young girls about sex so they can do it safely. Like you don't have a man come in and fucking play with their tits. Like what the fuck? Like this is not the same thing. Like,
Take care. What's that? Oh, yeah, I'm doing try on the interview right now. So. You get Chuck or something in the interview. I'll do whatever you want with it. Okay, thanks.
Fucking stupid ass
Oh,
face.
what are you talking about? Oh, okay, so whatever it is, figure it out.
so I can't believe his eyes. It's like, it's like,
Yeah,
just having a
yeah,
conversation
yeah.
right in front of me right now.
I'll start with Tony or something. If you want. Careless. Thanks. You know what you're talking about, Jesus. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, it really is like what's your passcode?
4102.
4102.
It is a serious problem you have. Because you're still kind of acting like, we had a guy earlier today, he's in tears and shaking. Because he knows it's wrong. He feels like emotionally, mentally, kind of unstable, totally apologetic. Similar situation.
I think that's Vincent Ambrosio, the fucking fat cowboy that comes. It's like 19, he falls fucking apart, man.
Oh my god.
But at least I felt like he was kind of
For
owning up
good
for
reason.
his
Like,
intention. Maybe not necessarily today.
Listen,
You're acting like you're still trying to turn me to say, no, we're just gonna hang out. What's the big deal?
right, because that was my true intention, so I can't, what else am I supposed to say?
With the Cialis,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, cool, yeah. With the
No, I
through
believe
his
it.
teeth.
with the sex chat, with a long drive. It's not like you said, hey, listen, I'm dressing up really nice, I'm gonna take you out for something to eat. That's
What's
cool,
bad?
which is still bad, and I still wouldn't really believe you. But hey, look, you come in with a pizza, you wanna hang out home, parents aren't home, make sure of that.
Well,
And
they
the
do.
first thing you do, you wanna give a girl a hug,
If the parents were home, they love hanging out with them.
the awkward hug.
The
I
awkward
actually
hug, yeah.
forgot about that until you brought this up.
Yeah, that was
He
bad.
didn't even walk in the door and he's already wanting to hug her. Like, hello? Are you insane?
First of all,
Like you
that's
said,
why it wouldn't come. I mean, the divorce wouldn't happen if they're not letting in.
right, why?
You know why.
Yeah, we both know why. I just want you to know why.
And I'm well aware of it. I'm well aware that it looks bad. I'm well
It
aware.
looks bad.
I like that. He's like, I know why. I want you to know
I
why.
just wanted to hear from you why.
I want you to know why.
They're not letting in.
Right, why?
You know why.
Yeah, we both know why. I just want you to know why.
And I'm well aware of it. I'm well aware that it looks bad. I'm well
It
aware.
looks bad, and it is bad. It's not just like, hey, we're jumping to
Again,
conclusions here. This guy's a great SAT prep guy. He's working with this girl for the.
I wanted to see what you're all about. I honestly was not planning on having sex with her.
That is fucked up.
No.
You want to see what a 13-year-old girl is all about. You still don't see that as like being an issue.
I can see how it is an issue for most people. But
Most of them might
What a
say
shit stain.
at our age,
What a shit stain.
and the girl's like 26, 28, whatever. A little on the younger side for us, but hey, I want to hang out and see what she's all about. She's 12 or 13.
What could she possibly be all about at 13? Like, she just came out the womb. Like,
How interesting could she be? Like, what
Literally.
does she know that's interesting to you? It's impossible. Like, all you could want from her is control or sex. There's nothing.
Yes.
There's nothing else that you could
there's
want from her.
nothing
Doesn't-
interesting. What is she going to talk about? Her elementary school problems? Like, with
It's,
him?
it's just impossible.
Like,
I don't.
what?
I want to see what she's all about. Like he's so devoid of compassion and like humility and humanity that he can't even understand that alone is fucking bad. Like,
So much lack of remorse.
without talking about
Like-
sex, I think you should go to prison if you show up to a young girl's house, when she's home alone.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
that alone should be illegal. You don't even have to say we're gonna fuck. Like, I don't. Like,
Or do anything for that matter.
or do
Like,
anything. Like, I don't.
17-year-old boys aren't even interested in her.
Yeah.
Fair.
We got the
Fair.
23, 23, 23 mark here. That looks good.
Ooh.
That looks very good.
Cool.
You with me?
My new condoms are on fire.
That's right, man. When you're like in grade 12, like you don't fucking like. I couldn't imagine someone in grade 11 or 12 like being into a grade 7.
Yeah.
Like I can't even imagine that concept. Like I know there are weirdos and like fucking perverts and desperate fucks, but like it's not anything that would be like popular or considered normal.
No.
Like there would be like you'd be a fucking weirdo. You'd get your ass kicked if anyone found out. Like.
Oh yeah.
Well, yes, yeah. Okay, well, maybe.
There actually was a case like that in my school.
Really?
When we were in grade 7, yeah. This chick was hooking up with an 18-year-old guy, but it was
Oh,
very,
God.
very looked down upon. I think he got in big trouble over that.
Yeah, maybe travel it all the time, but you put these things together. It's not like we're making a big leap here. You know what I mean? But you're still shaking your head with your arms are crossed, and you're kind of wondering like, "Well, this is crazy. I just want to hang out with her."
Because that's the truth.
Even if that was the truth, which I don't believe.
I'm not lying.
That's all.
Have a cup of water.
Yeah.
Look at it. Fucking destroyed. You know what? I'm going to go back and get a nice screenshot of this.
That's all.
Have a cup of water.
Yeah.
For the, Nah, I completely missed it. Whatever, I'll get it later. Actually, this is about right here. That's a good one.
Nice.
We need that for the thumbnail.
Just take a second just to maybe get back to your home life. So you live in an apartment in Brooklyn? You live there by yourself?
Oh, Brookline, not Brooklyn. They said where you from. Brookline. It's a fucking part of Boston.
Is it? Never heard.
Brookline.
Oh.
It's this little area outside of Boston. Seems like a pretty nice place though. Oops.
Yeah, it does actually.
Seems alright here. It's kind of cute, Looks alright.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that movie, Manchester by the Sea.
Looks okay, yeah.
This looks like the street he walks down when his fucking children burn to death in the house.
God.
What do you do for work? And there's mentioned the Cheshire Clinic or something.
Premium water. So, insurance.
Premium otter.
Insurance policies.
So if you're based in Cheshire, you work over in.
Yeah, I mean, I work out of my house, but I mean, I have clients in Boston, and there are people all over this.
And, you spent a lot of time chatting with this girl.
I want to see what that is. Premium otter. How to become one. Seems like a bad job.
Examines the financial
Okay.
records of insurance companies to make
Yeah.
sure they are following laws and regulations.
Yeah. I guess you just
looking for fraud or
looking for fraud and shit. I don't think this is what he does. I don't think this is what he does. Because doing actual audit work is difficult. And he said he has clients, so I don't.
doesn't seem competent enough.
No, I don't think so.
If we look at some of those things, will we find other younger girls that you're speaking to? Is there a common denominator?
No, I don't think you would find a common denominator.
I'm talking about like age of a female. That's my common denominator.
No.
You know,
No. Even
what's the youngest girl other than this gal that you've spoken to or chatted with recently or in the last couple months? Or
I don't focus on age, and you have to be focused on age here, but they're all ages, 21 and up. I mean, I've never had.
21's kind of young for 44, isn't it?
It is.
not like 18 or 17 or 16.
I was not looking for that. This just happened. I mean, out of the process.
How does this jump out at you?
How
Things
did
like
it
this
happen?
don't just happen.
No, you have to fucking make them happen, man.
Like-
Oh, how did it jump out at you? Like, why would you be so taken with I got this?
Thanks.
He actually gave him a cup of water, too. Didn't give him a water bottle.
It was probably one of those like jugs. With
Yeah, the jug, water cooler.
Yeah, or whatever.
That's so funny.
Like I said, said, it was just some, you know, she was somebody that I was able to relate to and you know, we have a conversation with. Not everybody that
Someone
age
he could
can
relate
do
to.
that.
What the fuck does that mean, man? Someone I could relate to, like what?
Like, what could you possibly have in common? Seriously.
It's like, dude, if you go to the Red Sox game, you meet a girl there that's really into the Red Sox. Like, you could be like, I can relate to her because we're both into fucking sports. Okay, like, you know what I mean? That's normal. And or if you're like both like into a band and you meet someone at a concert,
Yeah, sure, you have a common denominator.
that's someone you
but,
can
like,
relate to. Like,
what
this is
the
a
fuck?
random person from the internet. A random person from the internet. And she's fucking in elementary school. So, like, what can you relate to her, man? She doesn't have a job. She hasn't finished high school or university or college or whatever the fuck. She's on, like, you know, she's not an adult. She doesn't have a life, man. You can't. What are you gonna relate to her, man? What are you? And how could she relate to you? Like, you've lived 4 of her lives. Like, it's not like.
Well, I'm sure everything I tell you about her is probably not true because.
Are you seeing this too? Are you seeing this bullshit behavior? D. Kelly's like, tell me about her, right? Because he said, I can relate to her. So what D. Kelly's trying to show here
is that there is no relation.
And he has nothing, and it's all driven by sex. And he's like, well, everything I tell you is going to be false because it was made up. Bro, this isn't a math test. Like, there's no correct answer. The point is we're trying to make you look like an idiot. Like,
exactly,
what?
Exactly.
He's like, oh, well, it's not really real because it's not really her.
It doesn't matter if it's real.
Oh my god, like, it's not the point, man. Like, yo, fucking, he's missed every point, man.
What a shit stain, I'm telling you.
I can't believe he's just missing everything. Like, everything is missed, man. Like,
what do you know of her? That maybe, you know, if I heard of it, I'd be like, wow, she must be kind of special.
yeah, what do you know about her that makes her special?
Yes. Good question.
And if you can answer that in a non-imbecilic way, then you might have credibility. If you can't, then it's about sex, right?
Yes.
You know, when you ask someone, what do you like about your girlfriend? What do you like about your girl? And they're just like, it's just because you want to have regular sex and you understand that you should be in a relationship due to societal standards and you're together because of that, right?
Yes.
That's what that answer means.
Yes.
That's what he's trying to make Dick Sokol here fucking understand.
I'm
like,
excited to hear Dick Sokol's response.
Fucking imbecile.
Well, she seemed smart, and she seemed like, you know, mature. And, you know, it made me talk about hockey. She said she was a big hockey fan, so am I. And, I don't know, she just seemed chill, like to hang out and stuff.
Stupid response.
Garbage answer, man.
I didn't expect anything less, but
Garbage
also
answer.
Still stupid. Like, oh, she likes hockey, and I'm a big hockey fan.
Garbage.
She seems mature. Yeah, she's 13.
You know who else is mature? Everyone over the age of 25.
Yes, exactly. Like,
Like,
he's acting like there was
response.
like the smallest pool. Well, probably there is, considering
He's
look
in
at him
Boston, man. Okay,
but
yeah,
like,
for
still,
him, yeah.
You know, like, I'm sure there's more than enough people over 25 that he could have.
Oh my
you
god,
know,
there's
hung
hundreds
out
of
with,
thousands
brought
of girls.
pizza to hang, like, you know, whatever
He's
the fuck.
like that response is the typical response of like, I don't really know why I'm with this person. I'm with this person because I'm supposed to be with someone, and you know, like, this person said yes. Like,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's the response that
Like,
people give.
she's cool. Okay.
She's cool. She's into hockey.
And she seems mature.
She seems mature. So like all of that you could get from any girl at a hockey game.
Any other human for that.
Any other
matter,
human
really.
at a hockey game you can get that from. Secondly, like, they talked about food and like cooking and like burgers and shit. He didn't mention any of that.
No.
He could have
doesn't
said
give
like,
a
oh,
fuck.
I think it's interesting that she's like, you know, 13, but she likes to talk about like food and, you know, he could have said any of that shit, but no. She's into hockey and so am I. Like, dude, fuck
You're
you,
a
man.
fucking loser,
Fuck you, man.
It's like you can't tell me she went to a certain, you know, middle school, high school. She was going to high school. She
You could have talked about that too. She's from California. She moved here because her parents got a divorce. Her mom works in finance. You know, she has trouble in school with other girls. You couldn't say any of this shit. Like, that's all fucking... How the fuck do I know this about this make-believe person?
I don't even remember
You
that.
know what I mean? Like, this isn't a real person, and I'm not here to molest her, and he is. So he should fucking know these things instead of me. Like,
God.
such a fucking imbecile.
boyfriend, she had sex with him once or twice. Or, you know, single mother, parents are in the house, siblings, you can't tell me anything like that?
Well, yeah, she said she lives with her mom, yeah.
What's her mother do? Where's her mother supposed to be today?
Yeah, she said her mom was away.
You know where? Is she possibly coming home early? No? Yes? Maybe?
I have no idea when she's coming home.
You don't know shit, man, because you didn't plan this out, and you... Fucking
No, he
idiot,
didn't think
man.
anything through.
No.
He just wanted to get his dick wet, and
that's
that's
it.
all that he went for. Like,
That's it, nothing else.
and to
Yeah.
eat some fucking greasy pizza. Like, fuck.
And well, you got the pizza.
Yeah.
You got the pizza.
You
His
did.
cock is dry, but you got the pizza.
Where she was going?
No, I think she's like away somewhere in business, so somewhere far.
You didn't inquire where though? If I was gonna be careful to the point I'm gonna
Oh,
research
she
that
said Dallas.
and know where,
She said Dallas.
how much trouble I may or may not be in if things, as you said, like either got out of hand or you had relations. I would assume you'd know where the freaking mother was so that you don't want her walking in on you, right?
She said she was in Dallas.
Okay. And what's her mother do? Do you know what she does for work?
She said she was in financial services.
Anything else about the girl that you were chatting with? Her home life, or her school, or friends, or...
No, I mean, she said she just moved to Connecticut.
Where she moved from?
How about the story about how she like told that
Yeah.
chick she's gonna beat the shit out of her if she talks shit about her friend
Yeah.
or whatever? Any of that? Or no, you didn't hear any of
I
that?
forgot about that.
Because you were fucking thinking about burgers and pussy, you jackass.
Anyway,
You ever talk about having her come to meet you somehow? Or was it always this way? Or you...
Nice, Kelly.
Yeah,
Let's hear
actually,
about
very
that.
good
Let's hear
point.
about that.
yeah. Talk about it.
Did you ever plan on meeting her on previous occasions, maybe outside the mother's purview, like maybe at a coffee shop or store or something?
Not that I recall.
Not that you recall saying you should get on the train and come to Boston.
Yeah, like,
You should.
how
You should
come
ride.
everyone else can recall, but you can't?
You should ride on a train for 3 hours
You're the one
to
that
another
fucking
city
said it.
without your mom's fucking permission, so we can eat burgers together. You don't remember that?
So,
No. I guess, you know, when she said her mom's going away, that was like an opportunity to meet her. You know, to hang out and meet her at her house.
Do you have any hobbies?
yeah, going to visit
Yeah.
13-year-old girls
Does
with pizza.
Good times.
What did he say?
Yeah. Does that?
Good times.
I have no idea what he said.
Fitness, like to work out.
Yeah, you're into working out. I don't fucking think so.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yo, if fitness is your hobby, then you're fit. You know, if fitness is your hobby, then you're fit. If you sometimes go to the gym, and sometimes drink 8 beers and a large pizza by
Once a
yourself on a
month.
Friday night, then that's not like then fitness isn't your hobby. You know, like
You can get to the football.
Do any coaching or anything like that? Do you volunteer or any respect, teach tennis?
No, it's just
Tennis the kid?
I'm addicted to football. I'm addicted
What
to
does
football.
that even mean?
I'm addicted to football, and Kelly's like, "Do you do anything, or do you just watch it on TV and be an obnoxious cunt in fucking online chat rooms about football?" I'm just an obnoxious cunt about football. So you're not obsessed with it. You just have no family or friends, and so you
That's
have
his
nothing
hobby.
better to do than watch the Patriots and yell at your TV. Is that right? That's what you mean by I'm obsessed with football. Fucking douche.
Ah,
He even talked to her
degenerate.
about football too.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
like, "Listen, don't be a Patriots hater, okay?" Bro, fuck off, man. How old are you, man?
Kids?
I don't.
I'm addicted to football. Do you play? No. Do you coach? No. Do you go to games? No. Are you part of any kind of football related activities? No. Okay.
No.
I'm
Okay.
addicted to football though.
I'm addicted though, yeah.
Addicted. You're addicted to porn, my man. That's about it.
Friday nights.
I think this guy jerks off like 2-3 times a day,
Ew,
man. He strikes me as
probably.
that kind of guy.
Ew.
Maybe You hooked up with any
Ew.
younger girls recently?
No.
18, 20, whatever?
No.
Ever? The last 10 years?
No. You can check it out. You don't see it.
Check what out? I'm gonna check it
I don't
out.
know. You guys can.
Check what out?
The sex history catalog at the fucking library, like, what, you fucking write down every time you have sex, man?
Oh my god.
Probably check out anything you want. Not gonna lie.
Does he think this is some, like, FBI investigation? They're gonna track down people on his phone and talk to them?
He's so good.
The
and that
cases
his
are
answers
closed.
so, like, amazing, and that he's helping himself with this.
He thinks
like,
he's under investigation. The investigation's closed. You tried to have sex with a child. That's it. That's the end of the story. Like, all they're
Done
trying to do
deal.
here is reduce how much paperwork they have to do and reduce court time. Because
Yeah.
if D. Kelly could just get him to say, yes, I wanted to have sex with her, he can get up and walk out the door and just put him in prison the next day
Right.
without anything. Because the confession's been made. You give that to the judge and he says, okay, yeah.
But good thing
There
it's
you
been
go.
55 minutes of him just trying to stretch it
Just
out
nothing.
and not admitting
Nothing.
to his.
All they'll investigate is they'll check his phone and his laptop to see if he has child porn, so they can give him another 10 years, or 5 or 4, whatever. But this isn't like an FBI investigation. This is nothing. Like this is, you're going to prison already, man.
Literally, you're done. You're done.
bud.
So you have, what do you have in your home? You have computers, I imagine, or one, or more than one for work, or
Yeah.
personal?
Work computer and personal.
What type of sites have you been on? You on, I guess this one where you met her?
Yeah, I mean, I use that site to have on board.
Look at the like crossed arms and everything. Too.
Defiance.
Yeah.
What was that, the password again? You said 412?
He's had to unlock his phone 3 times. It's so
Good thing
funny.
we have his password now. Like
4102. Oh, do you have his phone? It's not gonna do you much good.
no, but for future purposes.
I would love to look through Sokol's phone, man. If I could go on Sokol's phone and look through his like Tinder messages and shit
Ew.
and his Instagram DMs.
That would be like a whole channel worth
Oh
of stuff.
my god. Yeah, I would
Of
make
content.
a channel exclusively for that, man. That would be fantastic.
What's she in yours, by the way? For like messages.
Bailey.
Really? So I'll just go back today. I'll just look at this. It'll probably make it easier on me. How long have you been planning to see her today? I mean, before today, was this like in the works for a couple of days, or?
Actually, just made the decision today. If you look at the text messages.
If you look at the text messages. It's not. If you look at the text messages, you planned for this for a while, since you've been talking for about 2 weeks, I think.
Yep.
And
Way different than Alonzo.
different than Alonzo.
Like 2 hours comes.
Alonzo was on the computer at 4 and in prison at 10. So like, Alonzo was fucking blew it, man.
God.
This wasn't a decision as of today. What he's referring to is that he wasn't sure if he was going to come or not because he had a plumber at his house or some shit like that.
Right.
And he wasn't sure what to do with the dog. So the decision was, we already made plans to hang out this weekend, either Friday or Saturday or Sunday. So they were going to hang out this weekend for sure, i.e. he's going to come over and molest her. For sure. They just weren't sure of whether he's going to come that night or not.
Right.
And the plumber finished and he just made a split decision. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to fucking drive over.
Right.
And he got in his car and drove over. That's what he means by, I just decided today. But that's not the truth. He decided a long
Weeks
time
ago.
Weeks ago.
It was talked about, but I hadn't committed really. So we obviously had apprehension about the whole thing.
So you did more research today, just found out you have to get more written consent by or more.
Okay, you know what?
So we obviously had apprehension about the whole thing.
Let's cut it off here and make part 3 tonight or tomorrow. Since we are employed and we actually need to go work. So.
Yeah. That 9 to 5 grind.
Okay, I think we might have to do this in 4 parts because there's
Maybe.
about 45 minutes left and we're a little bit a couple of chatty Cathys.
Chatty Cathys, some more than others.
Some more than others.
Cough, cough.
Yeah, all right. So thanks for listening. I'm gonna post this soon.
Yeah. Maybe it's
and-
not the. I mean, it's tough because sometimes there's
Yeah.
action going on, sometimes there isn't.
It's hard to gauge what the fuck's going on here.
Sometimes you say things, sometimes you don't know what to say.
So yeah, we'll get the other two parts out this week, or the other one, or I don't know, whatever. We'll get the other parts out this week and finish this this mission.
Depending how busy we are, because we're
we'll
only
get
here
it.
for another few days. So.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
All right. So thanks for tuning in to our channel, CNC.
CNC, right?
Yeah, Chefi and Chachi, and stay tuned, I guess.
Have yourselves a great day and a good work day. Bye, everybody.
Peace.